welcome back to another weekly vlog. Welcome to my kitchen. Just thought we'd start here today because I have no groceries in my house. That is the first on the priority list this week. Today is Wednesday, February 14th. It's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, whatever you celebrate. And I have not been able to have like real food for the past like 2.5 days, and my appetite has finally returned. I've also not had a coffee since Saturday morning, and it is now Wednesday because of my food poisoning that happened in Nashville. So yeah, to say that I'm in dire need of a coffee is an understatement. I am craving coffee so much, and that's probably why I've had a headache for 2 days. So we love a caffeine addiction. Good for us. But we're heading to Kroger this morning, or this afternoon, I should say. It's like, what time is it? Oh, it's 12:30. Yeah, this afternoon. I had a day off today because I had texted my boss at the beach houses. I told her I was sick and I didn't know when I was going to be back. And then yesterday I just didn't really let her know I was back. So accidental extra day off, but you know, it's fine. Body's probably needed it. So I have nothing to do today other than get groceries, get my life together, go to the chiropractor for a chiropractor appointment, which is at 3. So we have a little bit of time, but we need to hustle so we can get these groceries home and maybe take a shower before we do that. And then I want to show you what's happening with auditions, because like I said, we are not done by any means. We have at least 3 more audition trips that we are going on in the next 2 months, and I'm very excited for that. But I'm also still working on submissions for videos and stuff for a couple of other places. So I want to show you what's happening with that and what info has come out. So I'll give you a little update on that once we get back with our groceries and some coffee in our system, because I cannot function another day without coffee. So come to Kroger with me. Let's go get some groceries. Best honey barbecue chips on earth. Our veg here. I'm addicted to corn. It's fine. And I like to mix it with the carrots and peas. I'm lazy, guys. Don't judge me. This is how I get my veg. However you gotta do it, you gotta do it. The absolute best thing for emergencies and you don't feel like cooking, I always keep a bag of these in the pantry. They're just so good to throw in again when you're feeling lazy. The best Cheerio flavor, without a doubt, is apple cinnamon. Told essentials. Flour for the pork chops. Almond milk. Best way to make coffee is with it already chocolate. My favorite smoothie bowls. I very nearly forgot my coffee. Acquired. All right. Groceries are put away. We are sipping on this glorious coffee. It tastes so good after 3 days of withdrawal. I have a problem. Dunkin' Donuts is life. So I will quickly show you what I've got going on here because I need to leave for the chiropractor in about 10 minutes. So let me briefly catch you up on audition things. So I should have said this a while ago, but I did talk to a career coach. She's called the Brainy Ballerina on Instagram. Go look her up. Her account is awesome. And she offers free consultations. So if you're not sure like who you should talk to in the dance world and you want to talk to a ballet dancer, a retired ballet dancer who understands what it's like, go and find her page, follow her, book a free consultation. She talks to you for 20 minutes about what your goals are and she gives you some suggestions. And then if you want to keep booking sessions with her, you can. And she's there for career stuff, for summer intensive, whatever. Go and find her. She's awesome. So I did talk to her, loved her. She was super nice. And she advised me to make a list of 60 companies I wanted to apply for so that I wasn't limiting myself by thinking, oh, I'm 31 years old and I'm super old and nobody's going to want to hire me. Because I was very much stuck in that mindset of like, oh my word, like what am I getting myself into? Am I just setting myself up for a series of disappointments because no one wants to hire old dancers? And she was like, don't think like that. Just make yourself a good list and get going on it. And I was like, okay, solid advice. So back in November, I made this huge list. This was my initial list of all this stuff. I only made it to 37, guys. I couldn't get to 60. I tried, but I'm not at this stage in my life going to apply for jobs that I'm not interested in. And I'm also not going to apply to dance for companies in like New York or Michigan or Ohio or Washington State or anywhere else that snows 6 feet in the wintertime, because I personally, I can't. I can't live up north. I'm not built for it. As you can see, the sun has completely altered my mood. I'm very much a sunshine necessity. Is that a phrase? I don't know. I'm very much a sunshine desiring person. So I must stay in the South. So all of the things on my list are like Tennessee, Kentucky, and North Carolina are like the farthest north I went, and everything else is in the South. I'm not going above those state lines. So then I have this other notepad, which I've organized things. And on the first page, I just have like, if you can see with the sun there, probably you can't, but the first page is just like the applications that are done, AKA I've already submitted it. I sent them a video, an email, or I registered for the in-person audition and I'm doing it, like done, complete. So there's 7 of them on there so far that are just done, complete, whatever. Then all the following pages are like my submission required pages where I'm like doing a video for each company. So like I've got the company and then I've got all the things that I need to still do or / film or get together to submit. So like, for example, Ballet Pensacola is up here first on the list, and all I have to do for them is write a cover letter, which I just need to sit down and do. I just have not had the time to do it. And then I can submit them and check them off the list too. So each company that I still have to apply for on here, I've got kind of listed out what I need to do. And I've got to re-record some videos this month. That's what the rest of February is going to be focused on, is re-recording some of my videos, recording another classical variation, because when I recorded some stuff before, like my bar stuff was good because I was healthy then, but like I recorded like my jumps and stuff when I was still sick. So I look absolutely wiped and tired in all of those videos. So we're gonna redo those in the next couple of weeks because my next in-person audition, unless I get an invite somewhere from a submission, is March 3rd. So that's like 2.5 weeks from now. And that will be for, where are we going on March 3rd? Louisville Ballet in Kentucky. So I registered for that, and I have to wait for an email from them because they have 2 different audition classes. They'll tell you which one you're going to go to, I guess. I don't know when we're getting that email. It's kind of making me low-key nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, where is this email? We're 2.5 weeks out, but hopefully it arrives soon. But that one we're going to, and then March 16th is Ballet Arkansas. We're going to fly there as well to Little Rock, Arkansas. That's
2 more states off my bucket list. I've never been to Arkansas and I've never been to Kentucky, so very excited. And then on April 6th, we're going to Ballet Memphis. So we're going back to Tennessee to redeem ourselves. We're gonna have a better time in Tennessee this time around. I'm putting it out in the universe. But Ballet Memphis is one of the places that wasn't on my radar, and I was like, this is interesting. Like they pay their dancers really well, and they have a long contract with benefits. So that really interested me. I was like, I've never even thought about Ballet Memphis, but very interested to see what they're like. So those are my 3 in-person ones that I'm going to, and I'm very interested, I would say, in all 3 of them. So that's kind of the plan for now. That is the update. I probably should be booking my flight for Louisville soon because I'm not spending $500 on a round trip plane ticket again. I'm simply not going to do it. We're going to be smart this time. And Nashville cost me so much money anyways because I had to book a 3rd flight to get home because I missed my other one because I was so sick. And I had to book a hotel room, and we're not going to talk about that. We're leaving that all in the past, and we're going to just think positive about the next experiences because no matter what, I think everything's going to keep getting better and better. And I'm still excited for these other 3 auditions. So we're leaving our disappointments about Nashville behind. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this. So that's the plan for February. We're gonna work on some videos. We're gonna try and get nice and strong and healthy. We're not gonna get sick anymore. We're not gonna get any more weird stomach bugs or anything else. We're done, okay? Putting that out there too. But that being said, let's go ahead and take care of our body today. Because Lord knows it took a beating this weekend. And let's go to the chiropractor because it is time for me to go. So let's head over there now. Whew, happy Friday, guys. I am back in the kitchen again because I am making a smoothie bowl. It's been a really slow work week this week, which is making me a little anxious because I spent so much unnecessary money in Nashville, and I'm trying not to think about it. It's fine, but I'm just making the smoothie bowls that you saw me pick up in Kroger. I usually use 2 packs of the frozen stuff, and literally all I put in here is blueberries. Sometimes I'll put a banana, but I don't know. I'm not a huge banana person. It's really weird, but I'm not a huge banana person. So all I do is put that in my food processor with my blueberries, and that's it. And then I just put granola on top. I'm a very simple smoothie bowl person when I'm at home. I've actually never put peanut butter on top when I'm at home, but when I get a smoothie bowl out somewhere, I always get peanut butter. Interesting. Anyway, maybe one of these days I'll do it, but let me blend this up really fast and I'll be right back. Okay, that's that. So, speaking of Nashville, I have a teeny tiny little update for you guys because I went out with my friends last night line dancing, and one of my friends from my company was also auditioning in Nashville. I didn't even know, but they told me she was there and like was wondering where I was, and I was like, haha, plot twist, I got food poisoning. But she was at the Nashville audition and said the same thing happened that I told you guys happened at Colorado Ballet. They went through the whole class and then at the end said, we're not looking for company members, we're only looking for trainees. So reality
I didn't miss anything. I literally missed nothing by not being able to attend the Nashville audition. Um, so I feel a lot better in that respect that I didn't miss anything, but I'm also really aggravated. Like, I'm aggravated for everyone else that was there. I'm aggravated for myself for even planning a trip. I wouldn't have flown to Nashville in the first place had I known that information. Like, I wouldn't have wasted the hundreds of dollars. Even if I hadn't gotten sick, I would have spent still $500 on a round trip airfare to get to Nashville. Only for us to show up and they're not hiring. I told you guys in the Nashville vlog, when I looked at that program and I saw 26 people who had almost all been there since 2017, I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they're not really hiring or if they're really picky, because they have not hired basically a soul in the last 7 years, with the exception of boys, of course, because boys always get hired because they're in more demand. But it just makes me so angry that ballet companies have the audacity to do this. They know that a lot of us either aren't paid, or we're paid very little, or we work multiple jobs for the money that we do have. We can't afford to be wasting trips to come and see you if you're not hiring. Like, why do we do this? Why can you not put on your website, we are only looking for trainees? Is that so hard to put on your website, like in bold letters? Is it that difficult? I'm really angry about this, you guys. I'm so annoyed, and like, this needs to be talked about and changed in the ballet world and in the dance world as a whole. Honestly, it probably happens, but specifically ballet companies. What the heck? What the actual heck are we doing?
guys, it is Sunday evening now. Absolutely killer class by my best friend yesterday. Really enjoyed it. My legs are sore, but they feel good. I'm sore from rehearsal too, because it was very trying rehearsal day with a bunch of kneeling to the floor. But I wanted to update you guys on my flight situation, because right now, that's what I've been doing most of the day, is just trying to plan my trips to Little Rock, Arizona. Little Rock, Arkansas. Geography is not my strong suit. Little Rock, Arkansas, and Louisville, Kentucky, which are our next 2 trips. And I wanted to get the flights booked because I don't want another repeat of Nashville where I have to pay like $500 round trip. So I wanted to book them early, but Little Rock was throwing me for a loop, you guys, because there is no good way to get there from here. And I was doing all these calculations because for some reason it's like astronomically expensive to fly on St. Patrick's Day weekend in some places. I thought Savannah was the only St. Patrick's Day city, but apparently not. So I was looking for other ways to get there, and I was like, can I fly to Nashville again and then fly to Little Rock? Can I fly to Birmingham? Could I fly to, I don't know, New Orleans or Dallas or whatever? So I was looking all around. And then after all this girl math that I spent over an hour doing probably, I just finally bit the bullet and I said, what does Atlanta have? Because the reason I was avoiding looking at flights from Atlanta in the first place is because there are no direct flights from Savannah to Atlanta. Could someone make that make sense? Like, the only ones are on Delta, and Delta has lost their ever-loving mind. They want like $375 for a direct flight from Savannah to Atlanta. Like, please, Delta. It's 45 minutes maybe in the air. Please calm down. Nobody is going to be paying that. So if you go fly out of Atlanta airport, you got to just drive. You got to drive the 4 hours there and suffer on Interstate 16, as I frequently complain about on every single vlog that I post on the internet. But however, the flights from Atlanta to Little Rock are direct, and they're so much cheaper. Like, I can get from Atlanta to Little Rock for $113 direct. So that's what we're going to be doing. Unfortunately, we'll have to drive to Atlanta, but for the price and for our poor bank account, which is depleted after Nashville, we are going to have to do that and save ourselves some money. So that's what we're going to be doing to get to Little Rock. Finally figured it out after way too much calculation. So Louisville, though, we're just going to end up flying from Savannah and having to change planes once in like Baltimore, because every single flight to Louisville, because it's also a small airport, is that way. You just have to like have a stop and change planes. There are no direct flights. So that one I don't mind. It'll just be a slightly longer travel day, but I don't mind that. It's not like as far as Arkansas is. So that one's fine. I'm going to book from Savannah for that one. But finally getting those 2 plans squared away means that I can finally book my Airbnbs for these trips as well, because I never book the Airbnb before the flight, because I never know what kind of finagling I'm going to have to do in order to afford the flights. So, for example, for Little Rock, like, I'm flying on Friday, but I'm not coming home until Monday, because Monday is so much cheaper to fly home than Sunday is because of St. Patrick's Day. Again, don't understand why St. Patrick's Day is an expensive day to fly. I did not know this information until now, but now we know. So anyways, the sunset is pretty today. It's kind of cloudy, but you can kind of see the sunset over the church steeples of downtown Savannah. Man, guys, I seriously, sometimes I sit here and think, like, how am I going to move away? If I have to move away, how am I going to do it? Because I am going to bawl my eyes out. It's so beautiful here, and I love it so much. But I'm going to sign off here because I'm going to my friend Kate's house for dinner. I stopped by Kroger to get us some cake for dessert on the way in, but I'm almost to her house now. So I'm going to sign off here, but I wanted to just update you guys on the travel situation because it's finally figured out and I feel much less anxious now that I have that squared away and I can actually book things. So I am feeling much better about that, and I'm definitely going to book those flights when I get home tonight because I do not want these prices to go up. Lesson learned. So I will catch you guys a little bit later. Guys, I have updates. So it's about 1 a.m. on, I guess it's Tuesday now since it's 1 a.m, February 20th. I'm wide awake because I took a nap after work again, because I started a deep clean in a beach house and those always wear me out. So I took a really good nap again. I'll probably be up late, but I booked my flights for Louisville and for Little Rock. Very exciting. And I also booked my Airbnbs. My bank account is crying right now, but it's okay. We get paid this week. We'll be fine. But on Louisville Ballet, which is the one we're going to on March the 2nd, that's the next one on the list, I was looking back at my registration form for them just to like make sure that I didn't need to bring anything extra or like what did I submit for them? I don't even remember. And it was one of those Google forms. And I discovered that, guess what? They said on their registration form, we're hiring for company positions and studio company positions. It says in black and white, we are pleased to hold open auditions for company positions and studio company position. How hard was that? How hard was that to put it on the registration form? Like, meaning they have job availability, they have positions available. So you're not going to be flying to this audition for no reason. They have actual positions. Hello, Nashville Ballet and Colorado Ballet. Was it so difficult? Was it so difficult to put that there? I just thought to myself, wow, God bless Louisville Ballet. I've heard a lot of great things about them from friends that have auditioned for them before. So I was already looking forward to the experience, but that was just another green check mark for me was, okay, they're actually advertising, hey, we have jobs available. Thank you. I'll get off that soapbox. But also excitingly, when I was looking through their stuff, I discovered that they are performing Romeo and Juliet the weekend that we're going to be there. We're just going to make it in town just in time to see the performance. So I was able to get a ticket for Romeo and Juliet. So we fly in on Saturday and we're going to go to the ballet on Saturday night. They have a performance at 8:00. So I'm really excited because I haven't seen Romeo and Juliet since I was 16 or 17 years old live. And I love the music. It's one of my favorite ballets. And it was fun to see contemporary in Nashville. That was fun, don't get me wrong. But classical ballet is where my heart is. And I cannot wait to see a full-length ballet. I've not been to watch a full-length ballet in so long. It's been years, honestly. Have I been to a full-length ballet since I started dancing professionally? I don't think I have. I really don't think I have. So excited. It was only $50 for a really good seat as well. So I got myself that grand tier seat again. So excited. Yeah. So we've got everything squared away for Louisville. We've got everything squared away for Little Rock, Arkansas, which I'm also pretty excited to go and see because I've been in my spare time on Zillow, just looking at apartments for fun in some of the cities that I'm auditioning for. And let me tell you, there's some really cool places to live in some of these places.
So I'm excited to explore and go to 2 new states that I have never been to. Check 2 states off my bucket list because I want to get to all 50 states someday. That's always been a running goal of mine. So I'm very excited that we're like checking off 2 more. But yeah, we're redeeming ourselves after Nashville. We are going to have a great time. I have purged my suitcase of any remaining sickness. Everything has been washed, including my jacket that was in the airport. I have hand sanitizer everywhere, in my car, in my purse. I will not be getting ill. I will not be getting ill again. So help me. I am not missing anything else the rest of this audition season because I'm too excited. So yeah, everything is squared away and we're back to work this week. It should be a typical work week. I went to the gym tonight as well because my gym is open again. So like everything is looking up, and I'm so glad because I had a rough week there. Had a rough start to, is anyone else having a really rough start to 2024 or just me? But it's okay. It's over. We made it. We're almost to the end of February. We're going to be doing very exciting things soon. And we're going to be getting better and better with each of these trips. So I'm going to sign off for the night with that update. And I'm going to try to get to sleep. I'm not going to have an easy time of it because I took a good nap, but I'm gonna finish my laundry and then I'm gonna try to close my eyes. But I'll catch up with you guys when I'm doing something else this week that we haven't done together yet. I'm at the gas station. I just pulled up to pump 8 and on the thing there are 888s and all kinds of 8s. I know that's like a biblical angel number, so lots of 8s today. What kind of sign is that? Update. The 8s, the number thing is broken, so the 8s are stuck there. That's pretty wild. Pretty wild. This is what we like to see when we get into work. Yay. Tips. Oh, there's a little ship. I like this property a lot. The views are unbeatable. It's a gorgeous morning. Oh my goodness. Here's our little ship friend. He's on his way out to work. Happy Thursday.
Hi, can I please do a cookout tray with a cheeseburger? Please, 1080. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi guys. I'm eating my cookout. Cheers. I'm at home now. The sun is going in and out, which I'm actually very happy for because it's been raining all morning. As you can probably tell by my hair. Got a little bit damp at work this morning. I got some cookout to cheer myself up because the end of this week has been very emotional. And I want to talk to you guys briefly about it before I end the vlog because it's a part of this audition journey and it's a part of the dance world that's very unfortunate. And that is like feeling mentally and emotionally supported by your dance company. It's just the hard truth. Everybody knows like the dance world is cutthroat. Like it's told to you from when you're young, like that people are going to be mean or people are going to be hard to work with, or like you're just going to have a tough skin and just get through it.
And I've always had tough skin. I thank my mom's genes for that, because my mom, she was a tough person. And so am I. So I've always been pretty strong in that regard. However, I do have high functioning anxiety and depression that I take medication for. So I don't always have the ability to handle things the way that most people do, emotionally, that is. That being said, the end of this week, I had some really disappointing communication with my current company, and I'm not going to go into details, but I'll tell you the basics. I just emailed my management to tell them, first of all, that I'm going to be gone for 3 Saturdays because I'm auditioning. Hello, purpose of these vlogs. So I needed to tell them that I was not going to be there. And I also just wanted to like express my frustration a little bit with some things that are going on currently. And to me, like, if I was the director of my own company, I would want my dancers to come to me and tell me if something was frustrating them or if they were feeling certain way. Like, I would want to have that kind of relationship with my dancers, and hopefully I get that chance one day. But I don't know. I've also, like, this is just me as a person. Like, I've been trying so hard the last year or so, especially since I started my medication, to get better at expressing my feelings, both like to my friends and family and my workplace too, like, because I tend to bottle things up and keep everything inside. I have like a lot of trauma, essentially emotional trauma, where I've learned to keep things inside all the time, and I'm trying not to do that anymore. So this was part of that. I was emailing just to say, hey, not going to be there. Also, this is how I'm feeling right now. And I tried to keep it as professional sounding as I could while still expressing I am frustrated. And it's not like I send emails like this every year or even all the time. Like I never, to my knowledge that I can remember, I might have complained maybe once or twice to management over the past like 6 years that I have been here. So this is a rare occurrence for me. But the response that I got a response yesterday. And the entire thing was gaslighting. The entire thing. And again, without going into detail, I'm very fortunate that I was able to read it and recognize it as gaslighting, because I've done enough healing mentally from other things that I've been through to know, like, okay, that's very gaslighting. But I was not expecting that kind of response, and it just sent me over the emotional edge, because I've been feeling pretty down lately to do with things at my company anyways, and this just like sent me in a spiral. So I was really sad yesterday. I was really upset. Thank goodness I had to go teach last night, actually, because teaching, I don't know what it is, but my students always make me feel better. Like, going to teach, it just pulls me out of my own head, and like laughing with them and just enjoying sharing this cool thing we get to do together that is dancing. It just fixes so many things in my heart, in a space of my heart. So I'm very glad I had to teach yesterday. It made me feel better. But I couldn't bring myself to go line dancing last night. I was just spiraling, and I was like, what on earth? Like, I just was sitting with my emotions and realized how numb I was feeling over the whole thing. And that scared me a little bit, because I haven't felt numb in like a couple of years since my depression was really bad. Like, so that was a scary thing to feel that again. But I was like, I've got to do something or I'm going to go insane. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because my brother's not here. He's gone for these 2 weeks and I'm in this apartment by myself and all of this stuff is going on. I don't know if it's the stress from planning all of these audition trips and trying to get that figured out and dealing with all these emotions, not knowing if I'm going to be moving states in like 4 months time or if my brother's going to come with me or if I'm going to have to move alone. Like, all of this, I don't know what it is, but I have come up with a grand scheme that I'm going to be doing this weekend. And it's completely delusional. And I'm going to vlog it, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing yet because it's going to be the next vlog. But you got to do some things that scare you every once in a while. And this kind of scares me a little bit. So I'm going to do it. And I decided to do it at 1 o'clock in the morning last night when I was sitting at home upset. So yeah, I am home now from work for the day, so I've got to get started on planning said adventure, said delusional adventure. That's probably going to be the title of the vlog, the delusional adventure. So I'll leave you guys guessing as to what we're going to be doing this weekend. But it may or may not involve leaving Savannah for a couple days. That's all I'm going to say. But I just wanted to share what I was feeling with you guys because that's part of these vlogs too, is navigating what is all going on during this audition season and dealing with things at my current company whilst all of this is going on is part of it. So I'm sure like I'll feel better hopefully in a couple weeks time as things hopefully get more organized. But yeah, I'm going to end this vlog here. Thanks for hanging out with me this week again, and listening to me ramble on and on. But I will speak to you very soon for our little delusional adventure that is coming up next, our unplanned delusional adventure. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.